Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a really cool team you can use to blast through this faction assault in Emperinazar with the absolute greatest of ease, and why it's super important today not to miss out on this Kobold Thief at Tier 3. If you haven't done this faction on level 500 yet using the factions team, this is absolutely essential to get it today. Otherwise you're going to be kicking yourself, because you can spend literally an hour or more attempting this this delve on level 500 with the faction team if you don't get this, and I think this is going to make it a lot easier. And the reason is it does damage to the last enemy boosted by my gold. Then either gain an extra turn or gain 20 gold. It's that damage to the last enemy which is the key to this. Because if I just back out a little bit and go to collection and show you something. Emperinazar. Because one of the troops that you face in the delve on the hardest level is this one here, and it gives life to all allies, but it's more than that. Like when I was playing, I think it's something like give 200 life to all allies, and it has a summon excuse me, then gains an extra turn or summons another kobold, and it also gives 2 life and magic to all allies when matching 4 or more gems. The trouble is, when you're fighting that faction on the hardest level, there's no way of targeting this troop with the troops we currently have available, which means you just got to go through slowly but surely, building up your magic, just trying to kill the troops above slowly but surely until you get to this one, and no doubt it's going to give life to the other allies. If it doesn't do that, it gets the summon, and it's an absolute pain. And the only way to do it is slowly but surely build up your magic into enough magic to do things quick enough to kill the other troops before this has a chance to summon or give life, and sort it out that way. But this Kobold Thief here should actually make that a lot easier, because you can target Emperinazar. So yes, make sure you absolutely grab that troop. Right, so I've done that. I've made sure I've got that. I don't need it, but it's a troop I didn't have, so I wanted to get it. But let's show this a team quick. Going to whiz through this using the Invincibles team. Call it the Invincibles because I've literally never ever lost a battle with this team. Never even come close. And if you use it properly, you shouldn't either. And it doesn't matter what your player level is, what your magic level is, it's still going to work, because Mang eliminates all armor from an enemy, then deals magic +1 damage, then gain attack equal to the armor eliminated. So on these hard levels where the enemy's got a load of armor, it completely works against them, because all that armor disappears and it gets added to our attack, making our skull hits hyper deadly. But worse than that, or better than that if it's us, Gargoyle gets boosted by all allies attack. So when we get its attack like really high, and you can get it to level 1000 really easily on the last level, then yeah, Gargoyle's damage goes through the roof. And with the 2 of these, it becomes extremely damaging, and we can use a Zernebog to create 10 brown gems and explode magic +1 gems, creating loads of mana for the team. Now, Zernebog conjures a dust storm when its turn begins, and this is part of the key to this team as well, and why I call it the Invincibles, because all that brown in Geomancer, we get literally a non-stop dust storm, which combined with the talents and traits from Geomancer makes it almost invincible. If you use this properly, you've got to be unbelievably unlucky to lose using this team. First of all, we get reduced damage from skulls by 50%. We also get a 50% starting mana across the whole team, which means Mang is going to get charged up really quickly. Gargoyle, Zernebog, and it creates so much mana for the team so quickly, you can just get all your charges done, get the boost done, get that damage on the Gargoyle. You got to have something. Something's got to work severely against you for this to fail for you. But impact is really nice for this. Anti-magic spheres as well. Tactician, rock solid. One of the keys to this, we get non-stop brown even when casting Zernebog. You're just going to get a brown match from somewhere, and you'll get a barrier every single time. You can take advantage of Tree of Knowledge when it's there. Fortitude, yeah. Really cool. Banner for this, +2 red, +1 brown, -1 blue, volcanic banner. Let's dive into this, blast through, show how it works. So there's a bit of a key to it, even though it's fairly straightforward. You've got to do the right kind of things in the right order. So we can get that for our Zernebog, who is ready now. When we cast this, we're going to explode those brown gems. That's charged up Mang. We can cast this on somebody who's got a lot of armor. Blast it on them. We've now got 354 attack. That's boosted up our damage on our Gargoyle to 229. But we've now got high hit damage. We've got 354 skulls, so they can go. That didn't have to do anything, so we got a barrier. If you want to make sure you get another barrier back, all you can do is cast a Zonabog. You will get a brown match. You will get a barrier. Oh, look, that didn't do anything again. We got another brown match. We got another barrier. Let's take away your ugly armour. Now our booster's gone up to 313. Chuck it on the troop in the middle. Do lots of damage. Oh, guess what? That didn't hurt. Let's cast our Gargoyle. Take out them. We've got one opponent left. Cast Zonabog. Get an automatic barrier. If you get an extra turn, happy days. If not, doesn't matter. We're gonna win anyway. Very, very straightforward. And it gets even more straightforward, if anything, on the later levels, because we get even more attack. Oh, Angel, what you got? Oh, your generosity is unbounded, but give me 5 event keys for your visit. Thank you. Be gone. Right, second battle. As I was saying, it does technically get easier as you go further, which can't be said of many of these. Let's get our barriers straight away and our brown. Let's bash the armour off of them. Let's cast this, get loads of brown. Any skull hits are going to be hideous for the enemy. See, they're having a few turns, but it's not really going to make any difference. Let's cast this on that troop. Or should we cast it on them? Let's zap them out of it completely. The good thing is about this team as well is like web doesn't really affect Gargoyle. He's not webbed, he's entangled, but if you're webbed and it reduces that damage, you still get the boost. So if we get webbed later, I should be able to show it. Oh, I should have cast Zonabog. Wasn't concentrating. Right, so let us grab that because it's there. And let's do that on them. It's always better to cast Mang on the top and bottom troops if you can. Keep the splash damage high on the troops in the middle. Let's cast it on them. It's going to wipe out 2 troops on the next round. And just got 1 to finish off. Oh, guess what? That didn't hurt because we've got a non-stop barrier. If you get lucky with this, with a couple of skull cascades, you can actually wipe through the enemy team like super fast. When you get that skull damage really high with a couple of casts of Mang, you can just cast Zonabog and just watch the rest of the enemy just fall one after the other like a pack of cards. It's really good when it happens. Let's get our barrier. Don't have to take that. The cool thing about leaving that is if the enemy hits you, they're not going to do anything. And because we've got impact, it's one of our talents. Inflict stun when they deal skull damage. Even though you don't take damage because we lost the barrier, the game classes it as technically damage, so it will lose those traits. I'll do that. Let's take away his armor first. No, we don't. We'll do it on them because she's got even more. See, they've done that impact. They didn't do anything, and they got stunned. We can cast Zonabog now, get a load of mana, and our barrier back at the same time. Let's now blast that on him. Now got 938 attack. The boost on damage is 400 and something. Absolutely filth. Go on, mate. You kill one of your own team. Like, let's look as if they're not doing bad enough. As if they've not got enough going on. There's an enormous skull basharoony for you. Another enormous skull basharoony for you. Let's get this 4 match just because it's there. Might drop a skull. No, never mind. Let's just do that anyway. Right, let's show this team now. And why this is such a pain, because this is the same team you'd get if you're using the Delve team. So the troops you'd get given using the Delve team, you cannot target the last troop. And she's in last place. Look at that. 200 life to all allies in this instance. With a summon guaranteed, that makes it an absolute pain. Then either gain an extra turn or summon another kobold. And it's, yeah, so real pain with that in last place, because without that troop you've just got, you literally cannot target it. And even if you get down to her, the last troop, it will get to cast at some point, and then you just get summons again. And it's just, oh, it's an absolute slog. So absolutely make sure you grab that tier 3 troop from the shop today to avoid said slog. Right, so we've not got much going on with our colours. We'll just give them a bash of that. We got our rock solid barrier. Let's take away their armour. Let's cast Zonabog, get our barrier back. See, they've got another bash, but it's not going to do them any good. Let's do it on them. Could have done it on that other one that had more armour. But it's all good. Actually took a bit of damage and that's because I didn't choose to get a barrier back. I could have got a barrier back on that last turn. So if you want to play it really safe, it is actually best to take brown when you haven't got a barrier. You never know when the enemy may get a couple of lucky skull hits. Look at this, got 1,000 attack. Absolutely just ripping through them now. Oh, and see you later. Job done. That was the hardest level. Absolute piece of cake. And that was with me being clumsy and not getting a barrier back when I should have done. But there it is. There's the team. Don't forget to get that troop from the shop. Absolutely essential if you've still yet to do this delve on level 500 using the delve team. But there it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.